hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to y'all with another Hollywood hot topic. So I talk about some of the salacious news in Hollywood. Y'all, if I ever get up in the middle of this video and run, just know that it's hurricane season and stuff flow. And the way that it's raining out here, because I film like directly next to my balcony, yeah. So I might have to skirt and run and get off camera some real quick. Just so y'all know, y'all gonna be like, what's he running to? That's what I'm running to. Okay, I'm not trying to get struck by lightning. I'm terrified of lightning. Okay. First, I wanted to get into, you guys, is the Kendrick Johnson case. I'm so happy that the parents are pursuing this further. This story, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, it's so chilling because it's like all of the people in that town, in that area, white people allegedly, in my opinion, they all got together and made sure that like he never got justice. So this is the boy that was found in basically like a wrestling mat. And they made it seem as if it was like some freak accident. But if you do your research on this case, there was so much about this case that was done wrong, down from the investigation, down from like the autopsies, down from just how they embalmed him. So how they did his embalmment, they literally took his organs out and they filled it up with newspaper. And I feel like they allegedly did that in order to kind of, tarnish a little bit of the evidence that could have been used to be able to prove that, it wasn't just an accidental death, because it wasn't. I always suspected the Bell brothers, in my opinion. They just give me a bad feeling, like a real bad feeling, like real bad. Okay, I really feel like they had something to do with it, allegedly. Like, let me tell you something. Remember I told y'all about that vending location I had with the white country folk? Okay, they talk like this. I saw that location so quick. I said, "Oh, you wanna buy it from me?" And sold it for double. You not finna get me, okay? I'm telling you, there's certain areas that it's like we do not belong in. So it's like you kind of have to know that and do your due diligence. And I feel like he was in one of those schools that he did not, in my opinion, really belong in. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have went to the school just because he's black, but it's like the way that the school wouldn't even do a memorialization just for his death and everything like that. It just shows me that they didn't really care too much for him to even begin with. Everything dealing with this case was just weird, down to the fact that the footage, because everybody's wondering how didn't they have footage if it was inside of a school. If you do your research on this, they had footage of him going into the gym, and then after a while, the footage just disappeared. And they have 4 cameras in the gym. All 4 cameras in the gym, all the footage returned around like 1 a.m. the next day. So if that doesn't show you that something was tarnished with, I don't know what will. They're saying that the community at that time and the school was making it seem as if it was some sort of like it was a coincidence that all of the footage from that time frame after he walked in the gym was like disappeared accidentally. No, it's giving somebody tarnished with that evidence. There's like no way. It's really sad that the parents still hasn't gotten justice. This happened in 2013, and they've exhumed his body twice. So the first time that they did it, they saw that there was blunt trauma on the neck. They exhumed it a second time, and they saw that it was blunt trauma in the neck once again. So just off of them doing that shows that it wasn't just an accidental free accident. This what makes the story just isn't logically making sense to even begin with. If he had his shoes in that mat, why would he want to dig up in there when he could just toss it over and the shoes come out? This boy wasn't some little frail boy. He had a good amount of weight on him. He played basketball and he played football. So he wasn't some little fragile boy that, couldn't move stuff over, push stuff over. The boy had weight on him. And the fact that he had weight on him, he wasn't fat, but he was muscular. The fact that he had weight on him even made more sense as to why this wasn't an accidental type of death, because the way that his body was built, he wouldn't been able to fully fit into that hole of the wrestling mat. I'm telling y'all, Once y'all see documentaries on it and really do your research on it, it's so sickening. I'm telling y'all, like reading some of this stuff and just looking at some of the stuff just gave you chills because that community, you can tell, could really care less. And that school could really care less about that boy. It's sad. They closed the case at one point, but the parents now are suing the Georgia Investigation Bureau for, I'm guessing, tampering with evidence and also not, doing it, conducting the investigation really properly, because you can tell some things were sort of tampered with. And they even asked them, they're like, oh, the parents were wondering, was it regular processing to have the body returned with the newspapers filled in on it? And the district of like embalming and everything like that, they're like, no, that's not how they usually conduct stuff like that, to take the vital organs out of the body. So it seems like people were paid off, in my opinion. That's just what I think. I really hope they get justice for this, to be honest, because it needs to be served. Because that family, for them to not have answers from 2013 till now is like really, really sick, to be honest. Like, oh my God. Like that case just sick. Because it just reeks of racism and pattering and hiding. And that irritates me. Okay. Next I wanted to get into, you guys, is Nicki. So Nicki, you guys, Mr. Petty is in some deep trouble. So y'all see how he was out here in the street threatening Offset. So now he has 120 days of home detention. So it said an LA federal judge has ordered Nicki Minaj's husband to serve up to 120 days on home detention for making threatening remarks toward a specific individual while in the company of someone with a criminal record. Now I see y'all online talking about, oh, she called the cops. Listen, Cardi didn't have to call the cops. The internet called the cops for them. That's the problem I had with that video. Because how you gonna be a real gangster, but then you doing stuff like this, you putting it on the gram. You talking that on the gram, okay? Like you really doing that stuff on Instagram, and you thought you were gonna get caught up, and you're with a felon. Anybody who knows like criminal stuff, a felon not supposed to be with another felon. That's just common knowledge. Like y'all not supposed to be together or seen together, because it's like y'all linking up to cause trouble. Shoot, they don't like that, okay? So now he's going to be on home detention because of this. I just feel like he's selfish. You making Nicki look crazy. You're making Nicki look stupid. I hate how people are blaming Nicki for his actions, but I think she has to kind of take some accountability with who she's with. Like, this is the guy who's clearly foolish for him to do something like this on national Instagram. Y'all have a kid together, so that's even more of an excuse for him not to do something like this at all. So I don't get why he thought that was smart, and I don't know why he thought that wouldn't catch up to him. Do I think Cardi and them was calling the federales? No. I think the internet called the federales before they even got a chance to. All right. Nicki did post something recently about how the people that are calling, there was a young lady who calls like CPS on their house, and she posted that. I really feel like she posted that strategically in order to kind of diverge the attention away from the 120 days of detention. That's just my opinion. But hey, Nicki is very calculated to do something like that. So I'm just not shocked that she posted that on the same day that the 120 days of detention was really released. So Charlamagne has some things to say about the whole situation and how Kenneth Petty was acting.
Like there's nothing fly about that type of behavior. You know, the reality is he earned every bit of this because you had the audacity to be acting like that on the FBI's internet. You 45 years old. You already on probation. You have a crazy.
Nicki Minaj is never coming on Breakfast Club. I hope y'all, the ones that dream about that ever happening again, no. That's it. It's never gonna happen again. You're never gonna see Nicki Minaj on the Breakfast Club once again, especially after this.
Criminal record already, and you telling somebody to plan their funeral online, like you begging to go to prison. And it's incredible to me that all these street dudes have let the internet make them forget street rules. Number one, you should have been let go of all the childish ways of the street, first and foremost. That's number one. But number two, I remember a time when folks wouldn't talk about any dirt over the phone. Now y'all recording yourselves in 4K and posting it online. I know law enforcement be having a ball looking at these niggas. Corny, lame. Like there's nothing fly about that type of behavior. You know, the reality is he earned every bit of this.
Okay. Well, I know Nikki is somewhere writing something nasty in a verse or two about Charlamagne, but he's 100% right. It's really corny, and it makes Nikki look crazy. Like, why would you think that was something smart to do? Screw Nikki at that point. What about your safety? You didn't think like, hey, I may end up in trouble behind this, so let me not do this, because I'm gonna end up behind bars. Okay, somebody who I think should get sympathy, that's getting a lot of sympathy, is Shannon. Shannon. Now, if y'all don't know, this is a housewife in Orange County, and she basically did a hit and run and ran into somebody's house while being drunk. I'm sorry, but a lot of people are giving her too much grace with this. I'm sorry. You are too old to be getting that drunk and driving. I don't care what nobody says. That lady is past age 45. There's no excuse. I do not care. And I feel like it's because she's white. Y'all giving her these passes. No. I don't care what that lady going through. Had she ran into that person's house and ran through it for real, she only hit the front of it. But had she went through the whole house for real, somebody could have ended up being unalive. So why is she getting all this grace from everybody I'm seeing online? People that have been on the shows with her, people that are fans of the housewife, they're giving her so much, oh, I hope she gets better and all this stuff. What about that person's house? Because they're going to have to deal with insurance with that. Who knows if they even have home insurance? And not even that, you're going to run away too. I'm sorry. Shannon deserves all of the punishment that she gets for this. This lady loves to drink. I watched the show. She drinks a lot. And she does it unapologetically, and she loves to play victim. So at the end of the day, I think she deserves all of the criminal type of prosecution she's going to get from this. I'm sorry. Y'all need to stop giving these white women so much grace, because they wouldn't do it for us. Okay? Let that have been Mary J. Blige, and, you know, she's, you know, a little bit depressed because she got to pay that ex-husband of hers money, and she got a little drunk, and she drove into somebody's house. The internet would have been in an uproar. Y'all would have criticized her to day's end. So she needs to not get this much grace. It's annoying. I'm just saying, okay? Next thing I wanted to talk about was basketball. I am going to be recapping it. You already know. And they're releasing Orlando and LA on the same day. So here is the promo shots that we got for Orlando and LA. So let's start with LA. VH1 Viacom, you guys are hypocrites. Big old hypocrites. You know why? Really, Viacom, not VH1. Y'all brought Evelyn back. How y'all gonna fire Evelyn? How y'all gonna fire Erica but then bring Evelyn back? That's like firing Freddie and bringing back Jason. Both of them are colorists. Both of them don't like darker girls. So I'm confused. Y'all might as well have kept Erica. At least she has a huge storyline. She's actually opened up her life. Evelyn likes to sugarcoat stuff. And Shawnee, Miss Nostrils, who asked you to come back? Oh my God. I'm so sick of Shawnee coming back and thinking that we love to see her on the screen, because Shawnee gets on my nerves. I really feel like she's like the biggest elitist, and she's so condescending to these girls. I don't like it. Okay. So they're calling it LA now. So I'm guessing they're not stopping with the because at first it was Basketball Wives LA, but then they changed it to Basketball Wives. And now they're back to Basketball Wives LA. So they call it Kiss the Rings. So the returning OGs we have is Evelyn, Shawnee, Brooke, Jennifer, and Jackie. Okay. There are going to be some new girls in the season as well. Y'all need to follow this account on Twitter, because y'all swear y'all going to really get all the tea. Spilling BBWT on Twitter. That's where you get everything really revealed to you. Evelyn coming back and forth it's like Sheree from Atlanta Housewives. Like, they fire her, she comes back. They fire her, she comes. Not even fire her. She quits, she comes back. Evelyn quits, to be honest. Sheree gets fired. Evelyn quits, she comes back. Evelyn quits, she comes back. So each time she comes back, it's as if she's like living a whole new life. Okay, she's dating a whole new athlete in a whole other franchise. That's what we get from Evelyn every time. Okay, Evelyn, I don't think is that much entertainment as she used to be back in the day, because I think her being a mom and everything, she's calmed down a whole lot. So I'm not expecting like her to really bring it. There are some of the newer girls, which we're gonna get to, are really going to do their big one in a little bit. Okay. Next we got is Orlando. Now this kind of trips me out because half of them not from Orlando originally. Y'all always do this to Florida shows. Y'all bring all these girls from all these states, and they're not even from Florida at all. Megan is not from Florida. I don't even think she lives in Orlando full time. I believe she lives in LA full time. Nick, I don't even think. I think she just freshly moved to Orlando, if I'm not mistaken. And the rest of the girls, I don't think are originally from Orlando as well. So that's one thing that throws me off. And some of them, I don't think are basketball wise. Because Megan, in my opinion, who is she married or talking to that's in the basketball franchise? I really hope they didn't get a whole lot of influencers and a whole lot of social media girls to really do this show and then just call it Basketball Hours Orlando. Like, I know Nick is dealing with a basketball player, but the rest of them, I'm not too sure about. And I know Megan, I don't think is. That's what tripped me out about that cast release, okay? So there's already been some drama between some of the girls. So let me show you guys a little promo clip that VH1 released, y'all.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror, 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 mirror on the wall.
Is Evelyn gonna slap me to the fall?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror, 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 mirror on the wall.
Now this girl right here, she's giving me sexy red. She said mirror, mirror on the wall. So again, she said mirror, mirror on the wall. Who the baddest bitch of them all? Okay, so I've heard her. Her name, I believe, is Jacille. She's going to be bringing a good amount of drama from this page, spilling BBWT. Shout out to them. They spilled a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that has happened. Apparently, she's going to be bringing us a whole lot of laughs and drama throughout this season. And this girl with the bangs, the bang, the mess, the bang. So Jackie, you got somebody to compete with you with them bang the bangs. Okay, we got 2 basketball wives this season with bang the bangs. First, we got Vanessa, and then we got Jackie. Okay, so I guess she's gonna be known this season for her bangs and her past history. Also, troubled past with some of dealing sports wise with kids and husband and everything like that.
Mirror, 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 mirror on the.
So now we got Brittany Renner. So Brittany Renner is going to be another one that's going to cause a whole lot of rift during this series. Her and Brooke apparently are going to get into it this season. Brittany Renner is good TV. She's drama. So that was the perfect casting I think that they did.
Wow. Basketball?
Yeah, I told y'all she's competing with Vanessa with the bang. Okay. Y'all know Jackie loved black. She probably the one who suggested that color for the promo shoot.
Returns in the fall.
Okay.
Mirror,
Now with
mirror
this
on the
season,
wall.
apparently they're going to try to, I guess, expose Jennifer for her new man that she has, I guess. And her and Vanessa have been beefing already online because of some shady thing that she said before. So the T page that I'm referring to says Jennifer husband getting exposed. And then Jennifer says, stop taking the bait from a goofy broad, I'm guessing. Vanessa needs to worry about what's going on in her own home. So then she reposted this and said, add Jennifer Williams. I'm not on Twitter. Learn how to spell broad. That's what I said. That's bored. I tell my story, live in my truth, tell no lies. Hashtag not fake. Reroute and don't mention my name again. I feel like this Bang girl is going to be the one to watch. Okay, Miss Bang.
Mirror, mirror
Miss
on the
Bang.
wall.
She
Mirror,
gonna be the one to
mirror
watch.
on the
I could
wall.
tell
Mirror, mirror,
just
mirror.
based off of the energy that she gives off of social media because I follow her and off of like the promo. So I think she's gonna be like our new Jackie Christie. Okay. Now with this Orlando franchise, a lot of the girls are a lot newer, so there's not really much to expect from them. but there's going to be, I guess, a lot of interrelationships. So a lot of the girls kind of already know each other beforehand. Like they didn't pick a whole bunch of girls that don't know each other. Like one of the girls dates somebody's baby father. So it's like it's a lot of intermingling type of relationships. And y'all know Nikki, aka ex-girlfriend of Four with the Cage, she's going to be a friend of. So she's not going to be like an official type of wife. So we should still expect her to see her on the season. We're just not going to see her, I'm guessing, full time. So just so you guys know, okay? And also, it's being rumored that LaQuisha Malaysia Pargo is returning for the second part of filming of Basketball Wives. So they do this part A and part B thing where they film like half the season for a couple months and they come back for the other half of the month and then film the other part of the season. So LaQuisha Malaysia Pargo is rumored to be back. Listen, Malaysia, the only way I want Malaysia to come back if she's gonna actually open up herself and open up her life, because Malaysia for the last couple of seasons she turned into a quiet mouse. Every time the cameras are on, and we never seen really anything about what she's kind of up to. So that's my only thing, LaQuisha Malaysia Pargo. We need to see, your actual life and what becomes of it, okay? Next thing I wanted to get into is y'all Remy Ma and Papoose. Is that raw? Now this shocked me. I didn't think Remy would ever do this, but apparently she's being accused of cheating on Pop. Okay, I can see this happening. A lot of people are saying that she's, I guess, cheating on Papoose with a battle rapper. Right? She's been seen with this battle rapper. Shout out to Tasha K. Call it big Tasha K. Okay. Tasha K was the first to report on this. The girls love to discredit Tasha K, but she was the one to first crack this news. So you got to give her the credit. Okay. So she was seen out eating with the battle rapper and apparently asked the battle rapper to basically, ask the people at the restaurant and the eating place, like, can we get like a section that's kind of ducked off, but somebody messy already took a picture, so that didn't really work. Listen here, I don't think Papoose was 100% faithful while she was in the clinker, but guess what? He still held her down. I know Yandy is somewhere quaking and queasing because I remember when they asked Mendices, would you hold Yandy down if she were to go to jail? And he couldn't even give her a definitive answer and say yes. So the fact that Papoose said yes and actually did it, and you kind of doing him like this is very embarrassing. I know Papoose isn't a happy camper about this because it's very public. They did a battle rap basically where the guy was in a battle rap and somebody versing him basically called him out about, cheating on Papoose. Well, getting with Remy and having Remy cheat on Papoose with him. And Remy was looking a little bit, startled. I guess she didn't expect him to say all that during the battle rap. Not gonna lie, when she got interviewed, she was giving me. Y'all remember when this meme went viral when Remy Ma was like, "Yo, Nikki, what's up?" And she was nervous. That's what it was giving me. I gotta find that clip. She was like, "Yo, Nikki, what's good?" Yeah, she said, "Yo, Nikki, what's good?" And then she kind of like backed up, like she wasn't serious about it. She kind of looked scared when she said it. That's what she looked like in this interview.
The block, okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay. But he was, I don't know if you, how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle turn, say something to me, say something to smack, like so. I'm used to it. It's like to be expected. It's not the first time somebody said my name in one of the rounds, but it's cool.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm happy way to think.
But this is the first time somebody was actually rapping at you. That was a long time. I didn't know he was gonna stand there that long.
He loves me. She loves me.
I think we all do.
See, that's the energy that she's giving. Yo, Nikki, what's good? Like, damn, that's crazy. That show, it kind of is like over time, celebrities are showing us how marriages really do not last, and it's really sad.
That's how you talk to your bitch. you talk to your bitch.
You see the nervousness in her face? That's crazy. I'm gonna say this though. I really hope that they agreed to a separation before she started to kind of step out with this dude, because it is making Papoose look like a punk and it's making him look kind of really insane. I guess one guy was basically interviewing the battle rapper, and you could hear Remy Ma in the background. I know girls and guys could be friends, right? But you don't take, especially a married woman, on dates and do all this stuff. Like, come on now, like, especially when the husband not around. That's suspect. In this day and age, that's giving sneaky link. It's giving secret relationship. Listen closely, y'all. Y'all gonna hear Remy in the background.
Like, you think what I'm saying? But even if y'all did battle, do you think Tay Rock is a problem for you?
Listen, man. Tay Rock just need to suit up, man. We gotta suit up.
Nice. Hey, Tay Rock. So we got our.
So that's Remy, I guess, in the passenger seat. You hear her say something about being disrespectful, and he sort of looks at her like, "Hey, shut the heck up! Like, I'm in the car interviewing, so you gonna blow up our spot, nigga."
Think Tay Rock is a problem for you?
Listen, man. Tay Rock just need to suit up, man. We gotta suit up.
Nice. And you even hear her doing a little laugh, like, "Nikki, what's good?" Okay. All I'm gonna say is though, I know Yandy is very disappointed because that was a couple that she sort of looked up to with her and Mandices. And I hope this doesn't give Mandices a green light to think that he could, dip in and do things just cause. Okay? Because Remy and Pat did it. Nah. Okay? Yandy better keep a watchful eye. Okay? All right. So Lizzo, you guys, has been sued again by a former employee for inappropriate work conditions. Women claim she couldn't dress sexy around Lizzo because she would reportedly get jealous when her man was around beautiful women. Okay? So according to NBC News, Asha Daniels filed a lawsuit against Lizzo and other members of her team for allowing bullying, harassment, and racial discrimination during her stint working in the wardrobe department for the tour. Daniels says she was hired by Amanda Nomura, who she alleges was verbally abusive behind the scenes. Nomura allegedly made racist and fat-phobic comments to the staff, calling Black women on the tour dumb, useless, and fat. Daniels also claimed Nomura told her she wasn't allowed to dress sexy around Lizzo because Lizzo would get jealous when her boyfriend was around other beautiful women. In one instance, Daniels said she injured her ankle when Nomura rolled a clothing rack over it. She says her ankle became swollen. And when she wore a pair of Crocs to work, she was reprimanded. Now this story sounds so ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. I feel like this is a shakedown. They shaking Lizzo big ass. Damn. When she wore a pair of Crocs to work, she was reprimanded and told she needed to put on a pair of tennis shoes. Daniel says she tried to alert higher ups, but ultimately nothing was done about it. She was eventually fired without warning. She says, I felt like I was living in a madhouse. It was totally shocking. I was listening to this Black woman on this huge stage have this message of self-love and caring for others and being empathetic and strong and standing up for others. And I was witnessing myself, the dancers and the background vocalists in my local team in every city, be harassed and bullied regularly. Lizzo's legal team has responded to the lawsuit claiming that Daniels has never even spoken to Lizzo before. So the lawsuit should be null and void. We'll pay this as much attention as it deserves. None. Ooh, that's cold. Basically, for the people that do not know context clues, she's really suing the person that was in charge of the wardrobe department for saying those type of things. But that still traces back to Lizzo because that's still your employee. That's still your that's still your people. So it kind of still traces back to you because you're the bigger name, you're the bigger celebrity, you're the god in all of this. So it still goes back to Lizzo. I still feel like this is a shakedown in my opinion. I think this is a huge cash grab for a lot of the people involved because they see that if one has a case, the other has a case. That's just my opinion that I see from it. Do I believe Lizzo did some of those things that was alleged in my other videos? Because I did 2 breakdown videos of it, yes. But do I think she did all of it? No. I think some of it is a little bit over-exaggerated. I think some of it is a little bit, of a fluke that happened. I'm just saying. because one of them auditioned for the show again after claiming that their first experience was horrible. So why would you want to go back to an experience that was horrible willingly? That's just what I think. Okay. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics in this video. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Pop and Remy are actually separated? Also, what do you guys think of the whole Nicki and Kenneth Petty situation? Leave your comments down below, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.